When he found out that the venal Duchess of Sussex was launching her new range of Chateau Meg rosé wine on July the 1st, on what would have been Di's 64th.
Meghan Markle has introduced a 2023 rosé from Napa Valley under her rebranded lifestyle label As Ever, a move that officially marks her entry into the alcohol industry.
As ever, the Meg's brand has been plagued with one problem after another, many of which were easily avoided.
Can a luxury brand survive on nothing but glittering press releases and empty shelves? Meghan Markle's As Ever promised everyday elegance, yet month after month customers watched products vanish faster than rumors at a royal tea party. Tonight we're peeling back the peach-colored label and asking, was it ever real, or were we sold a fairy tale in a jam jar? But the first crack in that fairy tale was hiding in plain sight. When Meghan announced her lifestyle venture in early 2025, the name on everyone's lips was American Riviera Orchard. That sunny moniker, however, tripped a red tape wire at the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office. Geographic terms are hard to own, and competing food giant Harry and David cried foul over similarities to its Royal Riviera pears. So, in February, the Duchess swung the brand through its first costume change, unveiling As Ever, a phrase she'd quietly filed for back in 2022. The pivot looked slick on Instagram, but legal headaches lingered. The USPTO okayed jams and home goods, yet flat-out blocked clothing, noting that As Ever sounded identical to Sever, a Shenzhen apparel label. Any tea with that name could get Meghan sued on site. Trouble didn't stop there. Across the Atlantic, the mayor of Pareres, Spain, stared at Meghan's new palm tree and bird's crest and nearly choked on her café con leche. The design mirrored the town's 14th-century coat of arms. Officials considered legal action, begging the Duchess to drop what they saw as blatant heritage theft. Meanwhile, in New York, vintage designer Mark Kolsky watched his own As Ever label, established in 2017, get bulldozed by royal PR. He lawyered up, calling the clash a David versus Goliath nightmare. But the identity crisis was only Act 1. April 2nd, 2025, the virtual doors of As Ever calms swung open. Within 5 minutes, yes 5, every jar of strawberry rose jam, every tin of flour sprinkles, every bag of shortbread had sold out, stamped in bold gold letters. Social feeds exploded. She did it again. Fans posted screenshots of zero inventory. Skeptics rolled their eyes. Not a single number on how many units existed. 10? 10,000? Nobody knew. What they did know was that the Duchess had weaponized scarcity like a pro marketer. Influencers filmed unboxings of the coveted jam, praising the hefty glass jar and vintage script label. Yet whispers grew louder. Real entrepreneurs disclose supply chains. Real pantries ship on time. Was this launch genuine demand or carefully rationed hype? As longtime brand critic Nick Eade put it bluntly on GB News, people can smell fakery. Viewers agreed, launching the TikTok hashtag as never, a wink at shelves that never seemed to hold stock. Yet behind the glittering sold-out banners lurked a ticking time bomb. Weeks later, the limited edition Wildflower Honey buzzed off shelves even faster, under 5 minutes. Jubilant buyers refreshed shipping pages, then stared as orders flipped to canceled. The back end, Meghan's team admitted, simply couldn't keep up. Emails went out with apologies, refunds, and a promise of a free jar next drop. Many accepted the olive branch. Others called it amateur hour. June 20th brought round 3. Apricot spread. This time the site boasted added bandwidth, extra stock, new checkout safeguards. And déjà vu, it happened again. Cart glitches, oversold inventory, another refund wave. Social threads filled with screenshots of the now familiar apology template. Customer patience thinned. Critics cackled. But the refund emails wouldn't be the last apology in your inbox. Parade magazine ran the headline Premium Return Policy in Action, while tabloid commenters rebranded the company as broken. Food blogger Donna Collins slammed the apricot spread as runny, overpriced, and apparently mythical. TikTok creators stitched refund screenshots with dramatic violin music, amassing millions of views in hours. In PR circles, experts called it a masterclass in broken logistics. Influencers who once unboxed pristine jam jars now posted expectation versus reality memes, holding empty hands where products should be. One viral comment summed it up: all bark, no jars. And just when the kitchen fires seemed under control, Meghan uncorked a new storm. July 1st, 2025, dawned with a rosy-hued teaser, As Ever Rose, celebrates summer the way it's always been. Bottles dropped at noon, retailing at $30 each, but sold only in trios. They vanished in under an hour, faster than a Wimbledon serve. Meghan posted a laughing selfie, caption still soaking it in, "Cheers to what's ahead." Yet cheers turned to jeers. Critics noticed the date. July 1st marks Princess Diana's birthday. Launching alcohol on the day a beloved icon died because of a driver impaired by drink? Commentators called it disturbingly insensitive and almost cruel in its carelessness. Royal watchers flooded Instagram before comments were shut off. Headlines screamed tone-deaf. Daily Mail pundits hammered the symbolism. Twitter, X, spun endless memes of rose bottles wearing black armbands. Even supporters admitted the optics were rough. Still, reviews of the wine itself surprised some. InStyle's taste test labeled it dangerously smooth and actually worth finishing the bottle. But good flavor couldn't drown the controversy. Would Meghan apologize again?
Not this time.
Instead, a press release teased a sparkling wine coming soon. Reading the room? Not her style. The clink of bottle caps turned into the roar of criticism overnight. While rose bottles shipped, the trademark fight simmered. Remember, clothing remains banned under As Ever without a costly court win. One mistagged hoodie on Shopify and litigators could pounce. Spanish officials kept hinting at legal bids over the borrowed crest. Heritage groups accused Meghan of branding colonialism, plucking symbols from a 650-year-old town to sell jam in satin ribbons. Meanwhile, the New York vintage shop owner told WJBR Radio he felt steamrolled by Netflix money. On marketing podcasts, authenticity gurus dissected the saga. Lesson 1. Own your story before your story owns you. But the courtroom may not be her toughest audience. The internet is. Brand analyst Carol Bamford blasted the venture. "You can't fake farm to table," she warned, dubbing As Ever lifestyle cosplay. Memes morphed the logo into a flashing 404 product not found. The phrase "As Ever? Whatever" trended for 48 hours straight. TikTok's #RefundRoyalty challenge invited users to share screenshots of canceled orders while sipping grocery store jam straight from the jar. "Tastes cheaper, arrives faster," quipped one clip. Fashion vloggers chimed in. "No official merch drop because the trademark is blocked." Business YouTubers turned the debacle into case studies on scarcity marketing gone wrong. And those memes pointed to a deeper pattern. Zoom out, and Meghan's business timeline reads like a cemetery of half-finished ideas. Sussex royal merch? Killed by the palace. The Archetype's Spotify podcast scored one season before the platform cut ties. Netflix's animated series Pearl never made it past a storyboard. Even her beloved blog The Tig teased a comeback, filed a trademark, and then ghosted fans. Each project launched with breathless PR, only to fade when hype outpaced execution. As Ever appears to be following the same arc: splashy reveal, viral sellouts, logistical chaos, public backlash, and a pivot to the next shiny SKU before the dust settles. Critics say she isn't building brands, she's building exit strategies. Supporters argue she's learning on the job. But one thing is clear: consumers have stopped giving free passes. So, is this the final chapter? Or just another trailer for the next flop? In the end, As Ever is a mirror held up to every hype-driven startup. It asks a brutal question: what's left when the glitter fades? A brand can survive legal battles, bad timing, even a refund avalanche, if authenticity sticks. But authenticity isn't a slogan, it's a receipt of consistent action. Meghan Markle may still turn the ship around. Quality rose, stocked shelves, transparent numbers could calm the storm. Or she could double down on limited drops and buzzy teasers until the last fan turns out the lights. Now, over to you. Does sold out make you trust a brand more or reach for the receipts? Drop your sharpest take below, smash that like button if you crave more no-filter deep dives, and subscribe so you never miss the next exposé served with extra spice. Because this saga isn't just about jam or wine. It's about the thin line between storytelling and straight-up SHT talking. And in an age of endless brands, the biggest scandal might be discovering that the Emperor's new jam jar was empty all along. Stay curious, stay critical, and as ever, don't fall for the